How you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, Sampler V, Series V's I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping this is good, but, well, we'll find out together. But anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my back room today, which means we get Peter Can Thunderbolt poster. Yay, Peter Can Thunderbolt poster. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm doing something else. I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for today, folks? What happens to be my boom! One of my brand new Limp Bizkit shirts. I got a couple of them, literally just a few days ago. I'm not going to presume that you don't know who Limp Bizkit is. I don't. If you don't, you can do the research. There is too much history there for me to go into. But they are a band that has been up and down in all kinds of crazy places over the course of their career. I kind of got into them sort of around like my late middle school period, you know, kind of into early high school. And just like the band themselves, like, I kind of went in and out with them, and, you know, sometimes I liked them, sometimes I was a little bit on them. But in the last few years, I've really kind of just embraced it, and I enjoy their stuff. So I was fortunate I got to see them perform live not too long ago. It's where I picked up the shirt. And, I mean, it was a blast. Their show was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. So much so I actually got videos of said performance. They're on this channel as well, just in case you maybe want to check them out. Nothing else, I can kind of point you in the right direction if you want to check out some of their music or something, because, I mean, fuck, man, they're a shitload of fun. But anyway, what am I trying for today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, folks, yes, boom, it's Wonder Beet. Berry, or beet plus berry. It is 100% juice, cold pressed. Beets are almost as good for puns as they are for you. At Wonder Beet, we are a beet obsessed with beets. Their health benefits can't be beat. Oh, dear God. Did you know that they've been shown to be great for your heart, blood pressure, and brain? Beets are like music for your body. You just keep going. They just make everything better, and after you try all 5 varieties of Wonder Beet juices, we're sure you agree. Well, we'll see, because this is the first one that I found. Maybe I'll get to the other 5, depending on how this goes. But yeah, man, so I found this kind of a little, you know, a little bit of a bougie supermarket, and I was like, beets, eh? Shake the hell out of it. All right. Can't get the thing. Okay, yeah. All right. Oh wait, I didn't do a thing for the thing. Crap. Looks like this. Ha! Ha 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 ha! There we go. All right, let's give it a go. I mean, I've had beets before. I don't dislike them. Depends on how they're prepared. I like that. I like that a good amount. It reminds me a lot of V8. Like, yeah, just like one of their kind of like fruit and vegetable juices, which I mean, effectively is pretty much along the lines of what it is. Just beet-centric, I guess. But no, like, that's actually really nice. It drinks really nice and smooth. I mean, beets, you know, for the flavor they have, and I know they can be somewhat divisive. In the instances where I've had it, you know, and I've had it prepared by people who knew what they were doing with beets, I've always really enjoyed it. But I could imagine, you know, I know, like, you know, again, it depends on how they're made. But I think with this, it's nice. Like, they're kind of, you know, they found a good way. I think berry was a nice flavor to pair with it, because it's sort of, when you're combining 2 flavors, you're sort of trying to do one of 3 things. You're either trying to go over there, have each one sort of work together and kind of highlight, you know, what they do, or work in a way where on the opposite end they sort of contrast, but, you know, creates a different experience. Or 3, they just blend together and become kind of like one perfect flavor. This works more along the lines of the third option. Like, it's a nice blended flavor. Even though you can taste something of a separation between the beet and the berry, it's mostly just blended together really nicely. And yeah, I'm actually glad they didn't go too heavy with the berry flavor, because it would kind of, it would knock out the beet flavor. But I'm glad they put in enough that, it doesn't just taste like I'm drinking beet juice. Because yeah, it's really nice. It has a nice mix between sweet and a little bit tangy. It's got like a tiny bite to it. And then it also has kind of that earthiness, from the beet, from that vegetable aspect to it. But it's not, I made the comparison to V8, and it does remind me a little bit of that, but like, honestly, maybe a little bit better blended, if I'm being honest. Like, because with V8, I do like V8 in its way, but it definitely always feels veg heavy. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying taste-wise, that's part of the experience. With this, I think because of the flavors they chose and the way they blended it together, it doesn't feel beet heavy, It just blends nicely, and it's just a very nice, it almost just tastes more like a fruit juice than a straight fruit vegetable juice. But there is still that, again, that earthiness from the beet. I think that is genuinely pretty exceptional. I didn't know if I was going to like this going into it. And by the way, it's non-GMO and all that good stuff. But, yeah, no, I mean, that's something I'm genuinely down with. I think that I was worried it was going to be too much beet, and I just wasn't going to be able to catch the beat of the beet, as it were. But no, I think that does a great job, again, of just blending things together, but also still allowing them to, to be the things that they are. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, I have to go with yes and yes in this case. I think that, for me personally, it wouldn't be like a go-to drink, especially, I appreciate them using a glass bottle. I think that's nice. I like glass bottles, but it is a small bottle. This is something that I could down very quickly. And for me personally, I'm a thirsty boy. I definitely like bigger drinks, so that I can go over there and really just kind of enjoy it and savor it. But I could see grabbing one of these periodically, like, just to have as like a quick, just a quick, nice, refreshing thing, because it's flavorful. I mean, as for any potential health benefits and stuff, I can't speak on that. But in terms of just being a tasty product and what feels to be, a quality product, yeah, I would get this again. It surprised me at how much I liked it, actually. And if I was recommending it, I think that this is one of those things where, at a glance, it seems like it's just going to be one of those kitschy things that you buy from Whole Foods, and I'm sure you probably could get it from Whole Foods. But it's not just kitschy, it's not just that. It's just genuinely tasty. And, let's look up some of the nutritional stuff. It's got 16 grams of sugar. That's, not too bad, but it's definitely a thing. I was going to say, it could be like a nice thing to, I mean, it would still probably be way better to give like a kid, than like a soda or something like that. But then there's also probably other better options out there than this. But it's a nice thing to go over there. It'd be great for like, to have with you on a lunch or something like that, because it's nice, it's refreshing, it's not going to weigh you down or be heavy. And again, I really do have to emphasize like just how nice the flavor actually is. So this is one of those things, I mean, it's not going to be for everybody, but I think that right now the biggest barrier of entry I see to it is just figuring out its exact place in the market. Because it seems like it's aiming more for like a health food kind of thing, but then again, you got the sugar in there, which obviously is something that, and I'm not trying to like harsh on it or anything, but people are becoming very sugar conscious. So it's got a little bit of a weird kind of area to sort of work with, but I do think in terms of just what it is, it's tasty and good. So 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly beat-tastic rest of your life, because, I mean, beets apparently just work really well with berries and juice. Who'd have thunk? Final two things. Number one, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, I mean, what's your personal take on beets? Are you a beet fanatic? Are you just not digging the beet thing? I'd be interested to hear, because, again, like, it is a very divisive thing, and I have talked to people who just genuinely will have nothing to do with it. And I personally really didn't have much, if any, real experience with it that I could think of, up until, like, probably around, like, my late 20s. I had a supervisor at one point who, I was the third shift guy, and she was nice enough, she actually, for Thanksgiving, because I was working overnights, she went over there and she made me a Thanksgiving plate, and there had been like a beet mash kind of thing there, and I thought it was really good. But anyway, bye.